right, ready? Let's go. Abuelita squeezed Miguel's cheeks. Oh, our Miguelito carrying on the family tradition. And on Dia de los Muertos, our ancestors will be so proud. She gestured to the shoes adorning the ofrenda. You'll craft huaraches just like your tia Victoria, and wingtips like Papa Julio, said Miguel's father. Miguel stepped away from the ofrenda. But what if I'm no good at making shoes? Ah, Miguel, Papa said. You have your family here to guide you. You're a Rivera, and a Rivera is a shoemaker through and through, Miguel finished in a monotone voice. Papa swelled with pride. That's my boy. Ha ha, Berto, break out the good stuff. I want to make a toast. Abuelita smothered Miguel with kisses as the adults exited. Miguel stole a look at the ofrenda where Dante and his guitar were hiding. Miguel was shocked to see Dante eating the ofrenda offerings. No, Dante, stop! As Miguel pulled the dog away from the ofrenda, the table shook and the frame holding Mama Imelda's old photo swayed back and forth. Miguel watched in horror as the frame toppled over and hit the floor with a sickening crack. Miguel rushed to pick it up, but it fell apart, leaving him holding only the photo of Mama Imelda and Coco. No, 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 he moaned. Miguel studied the photo and noticed that another part of it had been folded back and hidden. He unfolded it and saw the body of a man who could only be his great-great-grandfather, standing next to Mama Imelda, holding a skull guitar. The man's face had been torn from the photo. Miguel couldn't believe the coincidence. The guitar was just like Ernesto de la Cruz's. Miguel gasped. Ernesto's guitar? Just then, Mama Coco stirred awake. Papa? She said. Mama Coco pointed a crooked finger at the picture in his hand. Papa? Miguel's eyes widened. He stepped closer to her. Mama Coco, is your Papa Ernesto de la Cruz? Papa, Papa, she called louder now. Miguel rushed to his rooftop hideout. He grabbed Ernesto de la Cruz's album from his ofrenda. He examined the guitar on the album cover and compared it to the guitar in Mama Imelda's photo. It was an exact match. Could it be true? Ha ha! Miguel exclaimed. He ran to the edge of the roof and proudly hoisted the picture and album cover. Papa, Papa! Miguel yelled to his dad in the courtyard below. His parents looked up at him. It's him! I know who my great-great-grandfather was. Miguel's mom gave him a stern look. Miguel, get down from there! Mama Coco's father was Ernesto de la Cruz. What are you talking about? Miguel's father asked. Miguel whipped off his shoemaker's apron and struck a pose. I'm gonna be a musician. Chapter 5. Miguel gathered his guitar and all the Ernesto de la Cruz albums he could carry and raced down from the rooftop. His family surrounded him when he reached the courtyard. Abuelita's eyes darted from the guitar to keep the album. What is all this? She said. You keep secrets from your own family? It's all the time he spends in the plaza, Tio Berto said. Fills his head with crazy fantasies, Tia Gloria added. It's not a fantasy, Miguel protested. He handed his father the old photograph of Mama Imelda, Coco, and the unidentified man and pointed to the guitar. That man was Ernesto de la Cruz, the greatest musician of all time. We've never known anything about this man, but whomever he was, he still abandoned his family, Miguel's father said. This is no future for my son. But Papa, you told me to look to the ofrenda. You said my family would guide me. Well, Ernesto de la Cruz is my family. I'm supposed to play music. Never. That man's music was a curse. I will not allow it, Abuelita said, raising her voice. You will listen to your family. No more music, added Miguel's father. Just listen to me play. End of argument, Papa said. Miguel thought they'd change their minds if they heard him play. He lifted his guitar and prepared to strum, but Abuelita snatched it from his hands. She pointed to the photo. "You want to end up like that man? Forgotten? Left off your family's ofrenda?" "I don't care if I'm on some stupid ofrenda." The words burst out of Miguel before he could stop them. He couldn't take them back even though he wanted to. The family gasped. Abuelita's brows hardened. She raised the guitar in the air. "No!" Miguel cried. "Mama!" Miguel's dad, just as Abuelita smashed the guitar against the ground. "There! No guitar, no music," she said. The entire family was silent as Miguel stared at his guitar, shattered into 100 pieces on the ground. Miguel couldn't move. He felt like someone had smashed him to pieces. "Oh, come," Abuelita said to Miguel. "You'll feel better after you eat with your family." "I don't want to be in this family," Miguel yelled. He grabbed the photo from his father and bolted out of the courtyard alone. Miguel raced into the streets of Santa Cecilia. Dante, who was nose deep in an overturned trash can, heard Miguel's quick feet and ran into Mariachi Plaza after him. Miguel rushed up to a woman in a gazebo. "I want to play in the plaza like Ernesto de la Cruz. Can I still sign up for the talent show?" "You got an instrument?" the woman asked. "No, but if I can borrow a guitar," Miguel stammered. "Musicians got to bring their own instruments," she said, and turned to walk away. "You find a guitar, kid, and I'll put you on the list." Miguel frowned. He needed a guitar. His eyes darted around the plaza. There were tons of musicians roaming around, readying themselves for a busy day of the dead. He approached every mariachi, hoping for a lucky break, but no one would help him. Disheartened, Miguel found himself in front of the Ernesto de la Cruz statue. "Great-great-grandfather," he said softly, "what am I supposed to do?" His gaze fell on a plaque at the base of the statue that read, "Seize your moment." Miguel looked at the photo in his hand. He moved his thumb to reveal the skull guitar. At that moment, fireworks exploded overhead, illuminating the statue. Miguel had an idea. Okay, that's it for today, babies. I love you. Good night.